Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. We are the three middle-aged guys, actually just middle-aged guys, and we bullshit about nothing. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
In a previous video, we covered the classic NES Mini, and it came to our attention just a few days ago, thanks to Ars Technica, and an article they went ahead and they released out that Japan, being Japan, of course, their counterpart to the NES was the Famicom, and in the same vein, they're going to go out of their way and they're going to release a mini Famicom at the same time that the classic NES Mini is released out for this holiday season. That's going to have 30 games also, but many games, actually I believe 3 or 4 of them, that are exclusive to Japan as far as the game lineup. We heard about it, and if you've seen our previous video on the classic NES Mini, we were pretty much gaga over that particular device. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to try to get a hold of one. In fact, I'm probably going to call up some of the local game stores to see if it's still possible to pre-order that thing, because like a lot of people, I wasn't able to jump on the pre-order for Amazon, so this is what I'm left with. But a lot of us are big fans, really cool device. But hearing about the fact that there's going to be a Famicom version with its own exclusive games also has us very excited, especially some of us who can actually read and understand Japanese. They have reasons to go out of their way and import. Guys, we have mini consoles. What are your thoughts?
An extra $60.
$70 plus tax, actually.
Oh, okay, fine. Extra $70.
Oh.
I mean, at least, all right. Damn it. Fuck, man. All right. Would it be worth it for these extra games for it? I mean, what if they came out with the Famicom Mini with the disk drive Mini for certain games?
I don't.
Wait.
Yeah.
But the controllers themselves, are they attached to the fucking mini console?
Let's see here.
That's something that just popped in my mind.
Let's see here.
The picture that I've seen, it kind of looked like it was.
Because remember, the Famicom was like that. The controllers were attached to that thing.
Yeah, actually, I believe it has the hardwired controllers attached to it. So you're gonna have to buy an extra long HDMI cable for this thing.
No!
That's fine. Whatever.
Oh, wait. For The Legend of Zelda, can you use the mic?
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Interesting.
So you can kill some boy. You could kill some boy voices with your voice. The way it was meant to be.
And they died. Yeah. They hate loud noises. You couldn't do that.
You waited since the 80s to do that shit.
Yeah. You couldn't do that on the NES. You can finally play a fucking Zelda. You can kill Poe's voice with your fucking voice.
That's pretty fucking cool.
I don't want to have the Famicom Mini on my lap to play the games.
That's like having an extra long HDMI cord, man.
Yep.
Those come $1 a dime a dozen now is what I meant to say. So that's the problem.
But I don't want the Famicom in my lap.
Okay, now for comparison, for the folks who are wondering, so what exactly are they including? Okay, the Japan-only games, as they have them listed out, is Atlantis no Nazo. That one's like an action platform game. That one I don't know about. Final Fantasy III, which is the Final Fantasy that you can exploit by attacking your own teammates, as far as increasing your stats and your skills and everything.
The real Final Fantasy III, by the way.
Yeah, the real Final Fantasy III, the one that wasn't published here. NES Open Tournament Golf is going to be in Japan only. River City Ransom is Japan only, which is kind of odd because that came here to the States too.
Yep.
Let's see here. Solomon's Key is going to be Japan only. And then the last one that's Japan only is Yer Kung Fu, which is actually probably one of my favorite early Konami games from the arcade. And the NES version isn't a bad conversion, actually.
It's not a bad, yeah, it wasn't all that bad.
Yeah.
From the arcade.
Now, the games that they aren't going to have, the ones that are North American and PAL exclusives that are going to be removed from the lineup because you know, to keep it an even 30, Bubble Bobble isn't going to be included. Castlevania 2 isn't going to be included. Donkey Kong Jr. isn't going to be included. The first Final Fantasy, that's not going to be included. Kid Icarus isn't going to be included. Punch-Out is not going to be included. Neither is Star Tropics or Tecmo Bowl. So
okay, see what they did there? They took a lot of games out that weren't big in Japan anyways.
Yeah.
That weren't even being sold in Japan anyways. Like Tecmo Bowl, that was basically American football. So,
yep.
You know, that.
For those guys that didn't know, it was Renegade was the game. We forgot to mention that before.
Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Renegade.
I wish Super Dodgeball was on one of these. Fuck.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's
it's just the fact that Nintendo is doing this is really impressive. That they're taking like NES nostalgia. We've seen the banners and everything that says that.
Should have been 6 games though.
Really fascinating to see what they're doing, and I'm just like in our previous video, I'm quite sure that on how strong people are going to buy these, the NES Minis and the Famicom, that he's probably going to move over to the Super Nintendo and the Super Famicom. That would be fucking great.
Yeah. The thing about it is that I think it is probably going to be some sort of a testing grounds for Nintendo. They're going to sit there and see, okay, did this take off? Can we, a few years later, go ahead and release out, I don't know, either a second NES Mini, or can we go ahead and we release out 16-bit titles, like you guys were saying, And if they keep it at 30 titles per console to go ahead and release it out, especially considering the titles that they release. Look, if they go ahead and they do 30 titles and they have something like on there like Turtles in Time, that game is so effing expensive, and it's not rare, but it's because people don't want to go ahead and get rid of them. People are selling broken fucking copies on eBay for $40.
Well, the Super Nintendo, they can't keep it at 30 games simply because, there are at least 30 RPGs that are on that game that's worth picking up on the Super Nintendo.
Well, if it would be 30 titles, then it will just be 30 Nintendo games, pretty much. With
the fact that, there are people that say, why only 30 games? And I think maybe on the Super Nintendo version, you get a 30 game, out of the box, but there's a way to modify it where you can have an SD card or something, depending on, how I guess, because we know that the NX might end up being a SD card machine, so maybe they're going to take from that where you could actually upgrade your Super Nintendo Mini with an SD card.
So the Nintendo NX is the next Super Nintendo.
But no, this is great marketing for Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't have any. It
should have been more than 30 games.
Look, this is perfect. Nintendo is competing with Microsoft and Sony on the holidays, and they have nothing. So by issuing out or selling these mini consoles, that's a way to still stay kind of relevant during the holiday period. Because I can almost guarantee you that we might end up running, there's a quite good possibility that we might run out of inventory for the NES Mini. We got people already sold out on Amazon already. We've known that. So now you got these, GameStops and all these other places that as soon as their stuff goes on sale, it's going to be bought up quickly. So I hope Nintendo has enough sense to put things for this holiday, because I think this is going to sell like hotcakes. really do, and especially for nostalgia purposes and for middle-aged gamers like ourselves.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt that it's going to sell. We've already debated that.
It's going to launch off the damn shelf.
I just wish it would have been more than 30 games on it. That was just my thing. The 30 games that both the Famicom and the Nintendo they selected, they are great lineups. But I just wish it would have been at least 60 games. The Super Nintendo can't have that limit of 30 games. If they're going to do this with the Super Nintendo.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Really?
Yes, it can. Because this is
the only way that would happen. The only way that could happen, Reverend, is that they pick certain games out of certain genres.
This is
defining games out of those genres.
No, look. I can tell you from experience that if you're just looking at ROM size, the whole of the Super Nintendo library can fit on a 4 gigabyte SD card. All right, I will tell you that right now. But from a commercial and licensing standpoint, NES games go on Virtual Console for $5 a pop. Okay, and you're getting 30 of them for $60.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know for damn well sure that if you were to be playing those games in the arcade, you're going to spend more than $2 in quarters to go ahead and make it through most of those games if they have arcade equivalents. Okay. All right. So the return on value is great. Now, if it's 30 games for the Super Nintendo, those games are going for $8 a pop. 30 games, again, $2 a game. If that's what they do.
What I'm saying is this. The games that for Super Nintendo, they're going to have to pick and choose very carefully.
There's some iconic games.
30 games.
There's a lot of games that they're not going to be able to choose from because those publishers are not around anymore.
Well, the Nintendo ones are obvious. But like you said, like Turtles in Time, like, okay, Konami is still around as far as they can put their shit on there. And most of the games from Konami and Capcom will go there.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, though, I don't think Konami is a problem because obviously we have the Castlevanias on the NES.
It's a problem, but...
No, I mean, I'm saying that the licenses are still... I mean, because otherwise Nintendo...
Konami and Capcom.
Yeah.
Okay, shit from Data East? No. Shit from Acclaim? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
So those games are out, but Nintendo, Capcom, Konami, fine. Okay, shit from like Jellico or anything like that? No.
I'm pretty sure Square and Taito is going to be on board. So anything from them.
Absolutely. Square Enix will definitely...
See, that's why I was surprised about the NES Mini. I was like, damn, Pro Wrestling isn't there?
Yeah, that is considered first party and Nintendo, but it is based off of a Taito arcade.
True.
So I mean,
that's like Adventure Island. That's Hudson Soft,
which is owned by Konami now, and they're really not doing anything with the Hudson or NEC.
Again, Super Dodgeball.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Double Dragon 2, and that was by Acclaim.
Mostly done by Technos.
How did they pull that off? If Double Dragon 2 was by Acclaim doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but it was licensed to Acclaim through Technos, though. And
Technos doesn't even exist anymore.
The publishing house that controls Double Dragon has all they do is they license Double Dragon out to developers and publishers who want to go ahead and make it. So,
okay, so Super Double Dragon will probably I don't think that would make the Super Nintendo lineup.
It's possible. I mean, there are a lot of games out there for them to choose from. I don't think
that's the thing about it. There are too many games that.
Yeah, this is the reason why, like, narrowing it down to 30, I think is going to be an easy thing, even considering all of the publishers that they aren't. They don't have access to.
Kind of disappointing for certain fans' standpoint. No one's going to be satisfied with only a 30-game list.
No one's going to be satisfied with that.
The problem with that is that 30 seems to be the
Sweet
nice
spot.
middle ground.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look at Rare Replay. That's 30 games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
just saying,
but Rare is
Rare
only
Replay is 30 games. The Mini is 30 games. Famicom is 30 games. So I mean, I could almost assume that Super Nintendo, if they are one, will have 30 games.
Haven't they made like 40 to 50 games?
Say again?
Rare. Haven't they only made 40 to 50 games?
Well, at least a Rare that counts. You know, before they got bought out by Microsoft to go ahead and make Kinect games.
Because that's like, okay, Wizards and Warriors wasn't there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, of course, there will be fan favorites that are not there.
that's what's going to be like,
Yeah.
Or the Super Nintendo one, why? Okay, would they put Super Mario All-Stars there? Yes.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. If Nintendo decides to go ahead and do that, it's possible. In which case, it's like, hey, that's cool. You know, you've got 4 games for one slot. Why not? You know,
Well,
yeah. It's
Metroid, Link to the Past. I even say ActRaiser. There's so many good games that can go on there.
yeah. There's a lot of them. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. Like I said, this is one of the things that they can go ahead and they have the ability to, and they can go ahead and put out games that are beholden to them because they haven't been removed from control of those particular games, like the aforementioned Rare.